Season's over. The season is pretty much over for Liverpool. The title defense is gone. Welcome back to the channel, and let me be the first to say, first things first. Um, I didn't watch the match. I mean, it was like past midnight in Singapore time, and I'm so glad I didn't watch the match. What's the point? You know, Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. This is the first game this season that we couldn't even score a goal. That's how bad we were. Even this whole season, whether we won or we lost, because there was no draws, we've never drawn a single game. But in every game that we play, at least we scored a goal. Yeah, we lost. We may have lost 2-1 or 3-2, but at least we scored. But this one, nah, 3-0, straight up. Is the team that bad? Is the manager that bad? I don't know. But I know who's bad. Michael Oliver. I'll get to the loss in a minute. But Michael Oliver, I hope you never show your face at the VAR booth or on a pitch again. I swear. I once left a super chat on DR Sports last season after the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park, and I said Michael Oliver was a disgrace, he was a cheat, and I hope he got fired like David Coote. Case in point. From what I've seen in the highlights, how do you disallow Virgil van Dijk's goal? And Konate was not doing anything. If this was any other team, if this was any other match, he wouldn't care. But for some reason with Liverpool, he decides to go against us. And then the penalty, the one that apparently the one that Haaland missed. What was the ref doing? What was VAR doing? So I've said it once, I've said it again. Michael Oliver's a disgrace. He's a cheat. And I hope that the FA, the Premier League, is going to look into this guy, because he cannot get away with this all the time. From the Merseyside derby to 2 seasons ago, when Jeremy Doku kicked McAllister in the chest and Michael Oliver said nothing. And then now he's at a VAR room in this match and he wants to pull this shit against Liverpool. Nah. I want every single Liverpool fan, all right, I'll form a site. I want every single Liverpool fan to do up any petition you can to get Michael Oliver out of the Premier League. Cost him his job, because he sucks at his job. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now back to the match though. Back to the game. There's no question. There's no discrepancy here. Other than Michael Oliver's lousy VAR officiating, there's no other controversy. Manchester City, they truly deserve to win. And by the way, Matisse, I saw the video title, Liverpool fans don't run. We're not running. We got to hold that though. Yeah, we got to hold that, because we sucked. We sucked. Ever since getting hammered by Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, we've been on a downward spiral. And it's not like the players are not doing anything about it, because they're trying. It's not like Arne Slot is not doing anything about it because he's trying. But it's just like, something's not right here. Something's not right. And we got to do something about it. We got 2 weeks to do that right now, because it's the international break. And when we come back from the international break, we host Nottingham Forest at Anfield. I think that's going to be a good match for Liverpool to bounce back. I'm not sure if it's because this match we lost because we didn't play at Anfield. If it was at Anfield, maybe we could have won and maybe try to get some momentum. But at Etihad against And informed Man City, nah. I guess I would be hoping for a draw at the time at before the match, but uh, I think a loss was yeah. I think was it kind of like yeah, okay, we lost. Kind of expected it, So especially with the way Man City have been playing, they are on form. Let's not sugarcoat it. They are on form. Chelsea is on form. Arsenal's on form. I think this season, like I said, the season for us is done. The title defense is gone, pretty much. It's now a three-horse race, but it's between Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man City. So we're 11 games into the Premier League. We're over a quarter of the season gone. As things stands, those teams that I mentioned, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, they are the top three. Who do I think is the most primed to finish at the top out of those three? Probably Arsenal. Probably Arsenal. Just by a small margin, I think Arsenal would end their Premier League trophy drought this season. I think uh, they have the most well-rounded squad, the probably the deepest squad as well, because you can have injuries. I mean, Arsenal can have injuries, and they got players ready to step up. The players like Mosquera is stepping up, Mikel Merino is stepping up. If Gyökeres is not firing, there's Gabriel Martinelli, and uh, there's Kai Havertz, and then you got the wings with Eberechi Eze and Noni Madueke. So I think Arsenal has the strongest squad to finish at the top, which I mean, I have no problems with them. I have no problems with Arsenal finishing at the top if that's what happens, so long as Man City don't win. That's all I got to say about that. Because Man City have been dominating, and Liverpool are the only team that realistically stopped Manchester City from uh, winning like 8 leagues in a row. If Liverpool didn't win those 2 leagues last season and 2020, Man City could have won 8 league titles in a row, and that would have been crazy. I mean, just the fact that they won 4 leagues in a row is already uh, statement enough. But to win 8 leagues in a row, if we didn't stop them, so it would be nice to see some other team other than Man City or Liverpool to win. And I think Arsenal will be the most equipped to do that. That being said, that being said, I've heard somewhere, I've heard one fan from Arsenal on YouTube say that if Arsenal win the league this season, that Mikel Arteta is better than Jurgen Klopp. To that fan on YouTube that said that, you are more delusional than Ty. Yeah, I said it. You are more delusional than Ty. How dare you say that Mikel Arteta is better than Jurgen Klopp? You are out of your mind. Let me tell you right now, okay? As good as Mikel Arteta is, and he's a decent coach, he will never, he will never be Jurgen Klopp. Arteta will never be in the top 5 managers of all time in the Premier League. The top 5 are Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, and Jurgen Klopp. Arteta will never even sniff those 5 greats. No chance. But back to Liverpool. We've got the international break. Arne Slot has 2 weeks again. 2 weeks to sort out this mess. And when we come back from the international break, we host Nottingham Forest. This is the best time to restart, refocus. The players and the manager must come together. I know Previously, Van Dijk had his own players meeting and all that, which is good, which is cool. As a captain, he's taking responsibility. But I think Arne Slot, Van Dijk, and all the players and all the coaching staff must come together and they must talk. They must sort this together and not as separate coaching staff and players. I think that's what Arne Slot has to do. Because if he doesn't, slot out is increasing. Slot out is gaining traction, and it will be a shame for somebody who, in his first season with Liverpool, won us the Premier League, the 20th league title to tie with Manchester United. It will be a shame. Nobody wants that. I don't want that. I'm not slot out, at least not yet anyway. But they have to sort it out. The players need to get themselves together. I mean, there's no point talking about having the quality without executing the quality. Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, our big five signings in this window, they have the quality. Make no mistake about it, they have the quality, but they have to execute the quality. And that's something that we've not seen. Other than from Hugo Ekitike, we've not seen from the rest of the other four. So they have to execute the quality. It's up to the players that have been there to help them as well. It's up to Slot, it's up to the coaching staff. Everybody must come together as a team. And when I say a team, I'm talking about the players and the coach and the coaching staff together. They must come as a team. That's what I mean by team. The Liverpool fans will stand by them every single time, every single game. I know I will, but they have to show us. They have to execute the quality. And as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you not at Anfield, obviously, but I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And by then, I plan to hope to be able to do a live stream, because again, thank you to all the subscribers, but the road to 50, so that I can do live streams from my mobile phone. That's the next step. So once again, like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.